All right, here's another quick how-to video. So what we're going to do today is we worked with Barlow's to get this the CS Coatings Seal Coat Lure and Jig Finish. This is a one-step epoxy replacement finish that provides a deep gloss, and it's fast-drying, extremely durable, with no measuring and no odor, with UV blast. And it's been proven that with items that are coated with a UV blast paint, that fish are attracted to that more than other finishes. So we're going to give this stuff a try. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get these two jerkbaits. These are old jerkbaits that I've painted. I've actually done a video on painting this one in the past. But you can take old LCs or old jerkbaits, whatever you have, and I use paint thinner, get the paint off these, old paint off these. You can, with any other ones, you could scratch the coating off these, and then I'm gonna spray them to mimic a smelt. Here in the Southern California beach area, smelt are a prime target for these predatory fish such as halibut, white sea bass, spotties, calico bass, sand bass, you name it. Smelt are a fan favorite with those. So what we're going to do again is we're going to spray them. I'm going to start with the silver base coat. I ran out of white, unfortunately, so I'm going to start with the silver base coat. Then I'm going to do the tops with a green, and then under the chin here on both of these, I'm going to add a little bit of red to kind of mimic an injured bait fish. And then I don't know if you've ever seen smelt, but they have larger ones have like a yellow dot here, a yellow spot here on the belly. So we're going to add a little bit of yellow there. And then once those are done drying, once I'm done painting, we'll give those about an hour, 2 hours to dry, and then we'll come back and actually show this. I'm not going to do the whole filming. Well, I'll film it. I'll film the painting, but I'll just fast forward it so you can see at least what I'm doing. And then the main idea of the video is to show how this works. But again, before you do the painting, what you want to do is make sure that you tape up the tongue here that makes the jerkbait dive. So we'll go ahead and use some tape there, wrap it around, tape there. Don't need to use too much, but again, just to get that tongue covered. Do the same thing with this one. Again, nothing fancy, just a real quick tape there. Shorten that a little bit, wrap that around, and done. That's all you gotta do there. And like I said, I'm not gonna film the whole, or I'm not gonna show the whole lengthy process for painting. I'll do the painting, but fast forward through them all. So y'all go handle that, and then when we're done fast forwarding, we'll do the seal coat. Hang tight. Alright, let's take a look at these guys. These are done now. They've dried for quite a while. So again, these are going to be my smelt testing lures. Spray paint turned out pretty stinking good, if you ask me. Not bad at all. Alright, let's put this this seal coat on. Alright, so I'm going to leave this tape on while I do this. It says, let's see here, stir well before using. Surface to be painted must be clean and free of oil, wax, or moisture. Clean up with water. So it's water based. I've already cleaned up my working area. So let's do this. This is my first time using this stuff, so I don't know what to expect, but here we go. I'll start with the larger one. I'm going to take a paintbrush, just a cheap little paintbrush that you can get in a craft store or whatever. It's like 20 cents or whatever. I've already shaken this and mixed this up quite a bit, so let's see how this looks. Goes on pretty smooth. Nice. And do nice, even, long strokes. Make sure to get the underside good. Get in all the crevices where those hooks are going to be at. Okay, I'm going to wipe off some of this. Don't think I have a little much on. I've already coated the whole thing now. Now we're just going to smooth it all out. Long, thin, or long strokes. Okay. See that there's some in the eye. We'll have to clean that out later. But that looks pretty clean. Not hard at all to apply. Oops, back in screen, sorry about that. Okay. Alright, get the end a little bit. Make sure that's got enough on it. Cool. Then I'll go ahead and hang this. If anything, I want the excess to drain to the tail. So I'm going to hang this from the nose up. You can't see where I'm hanging it, but it's hanging from the nose up. Tail down. I'll do the same thing with this one. Use a little less this time. Alright. Make sure to get the eyes, tip of the nose, everything. Really easy application here. Not hard at all. Get some on the tail. We'll clean out the eyes later when it's all hardened. Alright, I think that'll do it. When it's all dried, we'll come back and take a look. Looks great. Alright, let's take a look at how these turned out. Super shiny. Gave it about an hour. It's dry to the touch. It's not cured yet, but dry to the touch. Super nice and glossy. At least in that one. Let's check this one. Looks good too. I also read that you can put it into like an oven or something at like 300, 350 degrees. Most of them said 300 degrees, and let it bake for about 15 minutes at 300. Alright, so it's been about an hour since we painted these. Let's give them a look. Looks super clean. I shouldn't say painted, since we put the CS coating seal coat on it. So they look clean, super shiny. Let's go ahead and take this tape off. I'm not gonna put the hooks on right now. I'll do that later, but yeah, all in all, turned out pretty easy. Now I looked online, and because this stuff didn't come with any real instructions other than the directions on stir well, etc. So I didn't know how long you're supposed to let it sit or cure, or how long before using. But I did see that a lot of people would recommend a full 24 hours for that seal coat to dry, which it's pretty common for most things, most of this paint stuff, whether it's the spray paint or this or whatever. I'll usually let it dry for 24 hours before first use. So yeah, that's how easy this the CS Coating Seal Coat Lure and Jig finish is with the UV blast. Pretty easy to use, pretty easy to apply for all your DIY either jerk baits, hard baits, jigs, spoons. This can be used on all of it. With the plastics, again, we'll let that air dry. I did read that with with the jigs or the spoons or whatever, you can actually, since those are metal, you could actually use an oven to fully cure and harden these. So you can put them in the oven at like 300 degrees for 15-20 minutes, and that pretty much sets it, and you're good to go there. But with these being plastic, don't want to put them in the oven. But yeah, that's how easy this CS Coating Seal Coat Lure and Jig finish is with the UV blast. I'll put the link in the description for these. I get this through Barlow's again. Same with these blanks. You can get these at Barlow's as well. But thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Hope this was informational, good information for you, and you learned something. Now go get some. You.